Welcome back. Bob Hall Pier has been a Coastal Bend landmark for over 7 decades, and the new version will soon be open for business, even though that project has faced construction delays.
In fact, the pier was supposed to be completed today, January 7th, but now local officials are targeting a new date just in time for one of South Texas's favorite festivals.
All right, so our Ryan Hopper was out there on the beach today, and he joins us now. And Ryan, give us an idea here. When will one of the Coastal Bend's favorite fishing spots finally be reopened?
Well, Mike, Leslie, local anglers, businesses, and tourists alike have waited 4.5 years for the return of the pier following the damage from Hurricane Hannah, forcing it to close in July of 2020. And now, with construction near completion, crews are working to beat the clock so the pier will be open for Barefoot Mardi Gras. When the Coastal Bend lost Bob Hall Pier in 2020, it didn't just lose a picturesque fishing spot on the beach. It lost one of Padre Island's main economic engines. But as soon as next month, that engine could be fired back up.
So the contract date with the original contractor was January 7th. But in that contract, there are days that are allowed for weather days, for days that they can't work for reasons that are very valid. And so they've applied for a lot of those days. So we're still waiting to get the final number on how far back from January 7th it will be.
Nueces County Commissioner Brent Chesney and other county officials are overseeing construction.
But it's getting really close, and if you go out there and look, man, it looks great. It's going to be awesome, and we're going to really look forward to doing something, and I hope in February, but I don't want to mislead people and tell them until I get a firm date from the contractor.
For businesses on the island, especially those in tourism, hospitality, and local restaurants, hitting that deadline would be ideal, with Barefoot Mardi Gras, spring break, and the summer season looming over the horizon like the South Texas sun.
And it's just going to bring in a whole bunch of folks from Corpus Christi and the Coastal Bend, and also from the surrounding regions. We get folks from Austin, San Antonio, all over coming. Having that pier done at the same time is going to be phenomenal for all those people coming in, visiting the parade, staying overnight, and enjoying the Mardi Gras spirit.
But while the pier might be done by Barefoot Mardi Gras, which is scheduled for February 28th this year, its accompanying restaurant will take much longer, though the contract to build it has already been awarded.
That contractor is mobilizing. They should start seeing construction sometime this month or next, and that should be finished hopefully by the middle or end of this next year. If everything stays on track, again, God forbid we have a storm or something happens like that, that can always slow you down. And when you're building on the coast, everything's expensive and everything's a little dicey, but we are moving forward.
Now, as for what that restaurant will be, Chesney said that that's up to the county's Coastal Parks Division, which he says has not yet solicited any bids from any restaurateur or vendors.